Exposing Corrupt and Greedy CEOs, Part 3. So this woman got addicted to OxyContin after her back injury over 20 years ago because someone lied about the pills that she was taking, and she's been fighting every day since to stay clean. Now, the lies that started this nightmare actually begin with Purdue Pharmaceuticals, owned by these people, the Sackler family. And in 1996, they launched a product called OxyContin. It's a super strong opioid that they swear is less addictive, making it perfect for everyday pain. But here's where it gets messed up. They push this drug on doctors, and they push it hard. They're buying them free trips, giving them massive speaking fees, and claiming that the addiction risk is under 1%. And their marketing campaign was so successful that by 2010, Purdue is raking in over $3 billion a year, and eventually, the Sackler family makes a fortune well into the tens of billions, while CEOs and executives get praised for smart business. But here's the really sinister part. Their own internal memos show that they clearly know their drug OxyContin is being crushed, snorted, and abused because it is so addictive. So this woman named Kara Trainer tells anyone who's willing to listen that this, quote, safe and effective pill trapped her in addiction for years, stealing jobs and relationships. With the truth coming out, families started rationing doses to prevent loved ones from spiraling into drugs like heroin when OxyContin scripts ran out. And this is happening all over America. Doctors had patients overdosing and crime rates skyrocketed, all from a pill that was sold as harmless. Now eventually, Purdue's internal memos get leaked, showing they knew about the abuse of their drug since 1997, and they downplayed it anyway just to make the sales. So the lawsuits start piling up, and the hearings started. The Sackler family, who owned the company, just stonewalled, and they refused to take any blame, and when questioned in court, they just plead the fifth, which is refusing to answer questions to avoid self-incrimination. Now, eventually, Purdue Pharmaceuticals does plead guilty for misbranding the drug, lying about how addictive it was, and for the many fraud and kickback schemes used to push more sales. So they started filing for bankruptcy to dodge the mountain of lawsuits and their financial responsibility. And finally, by 2025, there's this massive settlement on the table for more than $7 billion, which sounds like a lot, but here's the messed up part. Purdue made over $35 billion selling OxyContin, so the $7 billion is just the cost of doing business. And not one single person, not one Sackler, not one Purdue executive ever goes to jail for what they did with that drug to the American people. And to make it worse, they even get legal protections baked into the deal, shielding them from future suits. They lied, they ruined countless lives, and destroyed families while profiting billions, and there is zero accountability. Unfortunately, there is no happy ending to this story, but hopefully it helps you understand that the term safe and effective is meaningless when you make enough money to skirt the system. Make sure to subscribe for more stories exposing the corruption of Big Pharma.